Then we start to build a list view, and this list view has, for each item inside this list view, has different layout. So it's like the WhatsApp when you chat with others, the incoming message has different layout with outgoing message. So I change the item to advanced list view, then create activity, empty activity, then advanced list view activity, then finish. So we can add it to case 6. And intent set class get activity and advanced list view activity dot class and start activity intent. Okay. Then break. So we can, in the layout file, I just put a list view here. As parent. So you can see the list view has no support package because the list view is very old component. I start with Android from beginning, and now developers usually use customized list view, or because I think someone already familiar with recycle view. So I don't introduce recycle view here because I want you to understand how recycle view works. It's not just use it, and why they build a recycle view. Because in old version, the developers use, when they use list view, so the list view very slow and usually crash because the memory out of memory error exceptions, because when they load many pictures, so the memory is not enough. Then the developers, not Google, the developers find out a way, use view holder for the list view. After that, the Google engineers so added the new recycle view to the new version, new Android version. So let's do the first part, find the view, give the ID to the list view, ID dot plus ID, then in the advanced list view. And that's the list view. And make it field list view. So a list view, like we did in for the demo fragment, the list view need an adapter. So we first create a layout file for the list for each item inside the list view. So we create layout result file. Then is an item of advanced list view. And I put a relative layout. So inside this is height is 620p, and the background with the white color. If you want to define your own color, you can go to value folder and choose colors. So there is how to define your own color. Then you can start with a color and a name. So it's white. Then this color is starting number. This F F F F 6F. Then there's a white color. So if you want to define a black color, and it's still 60, that's black. And if you put 1 before, so this is the RGB value. So this first 2 bits is for R for red, then this is for green, and this is for blue color. So this 6-bit values is to define the color. And if you add 2 bits before that part, like 22, that's a transparent level. If you put 0 and 0, the total transparent, so you cannot see the color. So you have to put 2F, so that's solid color, no transparent. Then you can use your own color here by use add color wet. So that's the layout for that part. And inside, let me see if I to make sure. That is text. That we'll go back later. So the first we build the list view adapter. So we got the layout for the item. We have the list view. Then we have to create the adapter for the advanced list view. So we go to adapter folder, then new Java class, then the list adapter. And super class is the, I forgot the adapter is base adapter. Create a new adapter, extend from base adapter, then name it advanced list adapter. Also use our suggestion to create an implement method. And we create a constructor and receive the context and a list of strings. Also make it field. Also, the get count return list.size an item so that get view we have to inflate create an inflator in the constructor and make a field as a layout inflator. So we can use the inflator to create the view as we did in the first class. Then inside the get view, we can inflate the view. I use inflator. R is item list view, advanced list view. So like we did in the first list view, we have to check convert view. If convert view equal to none, then the convert view. If equal to none, then we inflate the convert view here, and let's see in the item. To try it, we just put a text view and match parent. To give a hint, text. We can also set a text for the text view, like content. So the difference between a hint and a text is the hint will show as a very light color, and the text will show as a solid color. And if you have text inside the text view, the hint will not disappear. So will disappear and will not show in the text view. If you don't have a content text inside the text view, then the hint will show in the text view. So the hint will usually suggest user to input what kind of content. And in the advanced list view adapter, list view activity, we create an adapter equal to new advanced list view list adapter, and this dot a list view. So we have to create a list view private list a string list equal to new array list, and also put a string inside. We add multiple content inside the list, so like hello and the list add hi, then outgoing perfect. Let's list as a second parameter, then create a field for the adapter, then set an adapter for the list view. See, and return. Okay, I didn't return the convert view. Then in the convert view, we have to find the text view. So to convert view dot find view for ID r dot ID, then ID as ID 10 item view list text view. Now make a local variable and text view dot set text list dot get position. It has the same color, so the background to and so the list view works. Then I want to show you how to make the layout different according to different item. So there are multiple ways. You can set the layout for the text view in the get view part. So according to if the position is even number, you can set the text view aligned to the parent left. If the odd number, you can set a text view aligned to parent right. So, but usually if we want to do that part for the layout part, everything inside the layout part, so we can set text view, this text view, left text view, and text view match parent, height is match parent. So this one is line parent left equal true, and this one is line parent right equal to true, and text size 26 SP and all capital. I can text here a minute. Then So if it is an incoming message, let's say the even number from 1 is the even number from 0 is the incoming message we want to show in on the align parent left. So we can set a variable is the first one left is variable, and the default for the second one is availability is gone. So text is the right and the left. And gravity at the center, gravity center, center. So if you want just center in the horizontal way, just change it to center horizontal. A center is vertical. Center vertical. And give a margin into BP. So we can see the left key. We can see a left here on the left side of the parent, because this one, the left text view, is visible, and the right side is invisible. It's gone, so I change to invisible. Gone means the text view is not initialized, that part. Invisible, it is there, but you cannot see it. Then go to once this part. So if we can check according to the position, if position to different mode, then text view so we can see text left and also text right. Left. We can both set text, but according to the position, one will be invisible and one will be visible. So if it even number, so the left is set visibility, then it's visible. The other one will be invisible. Then else, we reverse it. Deleted. So the text already set, but it shows on the left side mode 2 equal to 0, left that else. On the right side, second one. So if I change the field variable, okay, so the second one done to go to the right part. Okay, so that is because text view is matched, the width is matched parent. So we change the gravity, center vertical, and right. So you can add a multiple gravity attribute for the text gravity. So you use the line to divide the two attributes, center vertical and right. So then the text goes to the right part. Also keep center in the vertical part. So you can see the according to the different items, you can display different content in the list view. If you want to remove the divider, so in the this activity, and I think I have a divider at 9. So the black line between each item is the system default divider that you add a line between two items. So you can set the different style of divider. Also, you can, if you add none here, so the divider will disappear. And because we learned my patch from last class, so like folder drawable and the nine patch chat background. So this is the right side. Then, so this one we can very clearly to show you how to set. So if I delete this part, Control Shift, you can see the place to display message is shrink to a smaller space. So if we want the whole space can show the text, so we make it bigger. Then we set as the background of the text view. Is the right part, the background is drawable. Chat 2. Then this is chat from. So the text occupy the whole place. So we have to, because the 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 icon becomes smaller because I use margin here. So if we change it to padding, so it will have the same height with the layout. Then because it will occupy a whole space because the text will occupy the whole space of the item layout. So we have to change the width to web content. Also this one with web content. Then the system will change the size of the background according to how long is the text. So because this is a long than the height, so we will change according to the length of the string. But if it has this minimum space like this one, to make it better, we change it to heading left 40 dp. This one we can gravity center left and center vertical right. Okay, this better heading 30 dp. So we go to adapter, and because we have so for because the time limit I just added 2 text view here. But the most important part is, for example, if you have icons, if you have different multiple views inside the item, so like we did in the adapter, non-list adapter, so we can add a text view to tag, but now we have multiple text views. So we have to create a class called view holder. Just copy it from here. Text left and text right. Then move these 2 lines inside here. Then convert view.set tag view holder equal to new view holder. Then holder dot text left equal to text left, and holder dot text right equal to text right. then set tag. So the set tag we set the view holder inside, because the set tag can accept any kind of object. Then from here, the holder equal to view holder, and we can get it from convert view dot get tag, and that's view holder. So your text view text left holder dot text left and holder dot text right. Okay, so we use a class view holder here to put all the views inside one item. So if you need like 10 views inside this inside the item of the list view, you put all the views here inside the view holder. And when you initialize the view, just initial the holder, empty object. Then if the first time the convert view equal to none, then you will inflate the convert view and initialize the text view by use find view by ID. So you just need to initialize that once, then put all the find view inside the holder, then put the holder inside the convert view. So you just need to do this block one time. Then next time you already have the convert view, you already have the holder, so you can retrieve from convert view, then use the holder to set text for all the views inside the holder. And so for every time the system call getView method, it don't need to initialize a new instance for the text view, because already used inside the holder. Convert view. So already inside the holder. Then, so if you don't do that every time, like I said in the main list adapter, every time it will initialize one instance for one variable. If you use picture, it occupies too much memory, and the memory control is by the machine, by the virtual machine, so you cannot control it manually. You can just suggest it when it's the right time to release memory. So if you load too many pictures, the memory will not enough, then your application will crash. But by using this view holder, the views only keep one instance in the memory. And in the recycle view, you will bind a view to the recycle view. So when you bind a view to it, so actually the recycle view will create a view holder. Then, so it have the same pattern, but you don't need to create a view holder to that. You just need to bind to the recycle view. So I want you to remember the logic of the view holder. Then in the final exam, you will have a question about why we use view holder for the list view. So that for the different layout, different display content inside item of the list view, then go back to AdvanceListView activity. I will create a new layout. It's called list view header. Then this one had a height 80 dp and have a text view match parent. as parent, and the text is header view FP and ground plane center. This layout view. In the advanced list view activity, we have to find the view first with the header, then to part. So just list view. So after we give the list view adapter, then list view dot add header view, then view. If we can see a header view here,